Our health and medical professional, Dr. John McDougall, is here today to talk to us about labels. John, we didn't want to show any particular products, so we took some beautiful packages. This bright red one had chocolate chip cookies in it. I'd have picked it because it was red, and again because it had chocolate chips in it. It's got a whole list of stuff that I can't even pronounce, let alone know what it means.
Yeah, I imagine you're confused, Dan, but there are some things that you can make out of this. For example, the first thing you ought to know is that by law, manufacturers are required to list the ingredients in order of appearance. So the first ingredient you see there is what is most in the package, and the second ingredient is the second most dominant ingredient. So you get some idea what's going on by the order of ingredients.
So I picked this up and it says bleached flour.
Yeah, that's what's most in there. You know, you'd rather have whole wheat flour, but keep going. I bet there's some other things in there.
Down about middle way, it says invert sugar, semi-sweet chocolate chips with artificial flavored emulsifier, brown sugar, corn syrup, molasses, on and on.
All right, did you listen to all those sugars? The molasses, the brown sugar, the invert sugar, the sugar, that's all sugar. Now what the manufacturer did is the manufacturer broke those sugars up into individual names so that they could be listed further down on the ingredients list. If they listed it as all sugar, which it really is, it might have appeared first, and then, Dan, if you'd have picked it up and looked at it and you said, first ingredient sugar, I'm not going to buy that. So it's a little trick that the manufacturers do.
Here's another label off of a very popular snack food, and almost make my salivary glands work to think about it, too. But it starts off with hydrogenated soybean and or cottonseed oil, and then it goes on cheddar cheese, sour cream, coconut oil, and on down.
All right, a couple of things you see there. First of all, they list two types of oils. See, that gives them the chance to buy the cheapest oil at the time of manufacturing. And then the second thing they did is they listed several dairy products, whey product, milk products, and so on. And again, they could take and they could put the milk products further down on the list by breaking them up. And so you need to read all the ingredients there, and you see, try and group them a little bit. You may want to avoid dairy products in your diet.
And then on all of these lists are things that I presume are additives or preservatives.
Oh, yeah. Confusing. I mean, I don't know what all those things are, and I can't pronounce half the names. And so it's best to avoid these things. I mean, some people have allergic reactions to them. You know, some of them are still under concern. And there are some that we do know about, like salt, for example. Yeah, you know that you should be on a low-sodium diet. A lot of people, it's very, very important. And so you want to pick that ingredient out. You're going to pick the sugars out. You're going to look at all the colors and additives and so on. And I think as a general rule, we can say that the least ingredients, the better. And here's a better general rule. How about just not buying things in packages, Dan?
Oh, wait a bit. But I get hungry, and I need something fast.
Well, there are all kinds of things that you can buy. You know, they call it peripheral shopping in the supermarket, where you shop around the outside, not the inside where all the packages are. And what you buy is you buy the grains and the potatoes and sweet potatoes and corn and various fruits and vegetables. And you can be certain that those ingredients are all right for you. I mean, after all, they were put in there by nature, and they've got to be right.
All right. You're suggesting, then, that we're going to have to take a new course in label reading in order to protect our health.
Yeah, but it's a simple course, Dan. I mean, we don't have to make too much out of it. I mean, look at the labels. Think about some things that you know about. If these are dominant, if these are right up at the front of the list in the ingredient list, then put it back. And, you know, you'll go to the supermarket shelf, and you'll find one package of cereal that has a whole list of ingredients. Right next to it will be another package that just has a few things, maybe whole wheat flour or whole grains in it. And that's the one you want to buy. So do a little comparison shopping. But also, Dan, keep rereading the labels, because, you know, manufacturers will change things on you, and then, you know, you could be taking in a whole bunch of salt that you weren't taking in before.
Well, the message is we got to read the labels, that's all. And you keep reading, and you keep watching McDougall's Medicine. Thank you.